and part 2. And we have to remain humble. I was going to try to keep it to 10 minutes, but the Holy Spirit said to not rush him. So for those of you that who this is for, you will watch part 1 and part 2, okay? Now, what he was saying was that in this season, Kendaba, where he has taken us, and in the doors of access and everything that has been opened, it is up to you to know whether that is demonic or whether it's heavenly, okay? Whether it is of God, okay? Because in right now, we have to keep a spirit of humility. It's never a season to have pride, but listen, people of God, any other time, I'm telling you, if you are struggling with pride, if you are struggling with your ego in this season, I urge you to seek the Holy Spirit. We bind up right now the spirit of pride. Pride comes before a great fall. It comes before destruction, okay? You don't want to be your own stumbling block because of pride and ego, you guys. The Holy Spirit is calling for us to humble ourselves, okay? Humble ourselves under the hand of the Almighty, okay? Listen. It also says reverence and submission. We have to submit to his will and his plan for our lives. Ain't no time in this season to be being rebellious, to be being hard-headed, none of that. Because when I say that the Lord has done a strategic shift, you do not want to be left out. Right there, I hear the song, Lord, whatever you do in this season. Y'all know the song, please don't do it without me. And I know that's not the melody of the song, but y'all get the point that I'm making. Please don't do it without me, okay? Whatever he's doing in this season, and he has let us know what he's doing in this season, okay, you guys? He's let us know that this is the season of overflow. He has let us know that this is the season that of harvest, that those seeds that have been planted, this is the season of harvest. He has let us know that this is the season to reap what we have sown. And for that, that's good or bad. Whatever you have sown, this is the season of harvest. This is the season that we're going to be reaping, okay? This is the season for those that have kept the faith. You know, you got a little bit weary or whatnot, but you kept the faith. You fought the good fight and all of that good stuff. This message is for you. This is your season. But you have to remain humble. Don't get the big head. Because of this stuff that the Holy Spirit is strategically releasing in this season, the stuff that he is sustaining and causing, the areas where he's causing overflow, it's going to cause jealousy, okay? And that's just facts. It is going to cause jealousy in people around you. Whether it's people you know, whether it's complete strangers, it is going to cause jealousy. So we bind up the spirit of jealousy. We bind up the spirit of envy in the name of Yeshua. But these are things that you have to constantly be saying when, on your journey, and as these things, start coming to fruition and manifestation. Bind up the spirit of jealousy, bind up the spirit of envy, okay? Because, look, the enemy is going to be trying to give you all that he got. Because when I say that the windows, the gates, the portals, the doors, everything of heaven is open, it's open, you guys, okay? So you don't want to be out of position. And I also said you want to be open to divine wisdom and guidance. And again, that takes me back to the other video. If you haven't watched it, go watch the other video that's titled The Holy Spirit is Strategically Placing You. We have to be open to divine guidance and wisdom. It's not going to make sense to us, you guys, because our little pea brains is just, it's not going to make sense. You know when it's divine and whatnot, when it makes sense after a while. But in the meantime, you just have to know that this message applies to you. You have to know that this is your season, and you have to know that whatever he is allowing, whatever is going on, whatever don't make sense, okay, it is divinely guided. And in the midst of it, constantly pray and ask for wisdom. Every day, your prayers should be for wisdom. It just, listen, every day, okay? Let's see, that might be all that we got. Let me see if the Holy Spirit got anything else. We talked about eliminating unnecessary or negative things from our lives. I hear the Holy Spirit say, even for some of you, that's things that you're watching. Things you're watching, things you're listening to. Even I hear the Holy Spirit say, some of you, some video games or something that you're playing, the Holy Spirit has told you to not to, okay? So whatever it is for you in this season, the word, and I'm paraphrasing, but the word tells us that we got our things that the word explicitly tells us not to do. But the word also tells us that what may be a sin for one may not be a sin for others. Meaning, if it convicts you, or if the Holy Spirit told you specifically not to, I don't care what nobody else around you is doing. I don't care what nobody else around you is saying. You better not. And there's a reason why you specifically better not, okay? Look, we want to be on the right side in this season, you guys. If I could just find the words, if I had 10,000 tongues to express and explain what the Holy Spirit is doing in this season, what he has released for some of us, like, because it's not for everybody, and we're not going to sit up here and patty cake and act like it's for everybody. And you can also sit up here, I hear you, Holy Spirit, and cast your pearls to the swine if you want to, because it's not for everybody, you guys. And that's why some of you are being held up right now, because you are hard-headed. You will not release these people. Some people are hanging around you just because they know what is getting ready to happen for you, okay? And so they're hanging around and they're holding on, okay? And because they want to be a part of it. They want to use you. That's all they want. So the Holy Spirit is saying, release these people, you guys. I know it hurts. I know it hurts. But you're going to have to cry about it. You're going to have to scream about it if you need to scream about it. You're going to have to pray about it. You're going to have to fast about it if you need to fast about it. But people of God, y'all, you have got to let these people go. Do not hold up what the Lord is doing in your life, because there are just some people whose heart are just so off that the Holy Spirit absolutely refuses to allow for them to benefit from anything that he is doing in your life. And y'all have got to let these people go, okay? Because the Lord is doing his big one. Look, y'all. When I say he's doing his big one, hey, look here. Next year the remainder of this year and going into next year, all next year. And I'm talking about when these things change, it ain't no going back, okay? All of that, you know, the wilderness, the cave, and all of that is done. There will always be things, you know, that's going to level us up. But that isolation, that wilderness, that cave, that's done, you guys. It's go time. Let's get it. All right. You guys be blessed. You guys be encouraged. You guys be at peace. Yeshua loves you, and so do I. Bye-bye.